Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tyson Event Center, Fleet Farm Arena tonight for a hot matchup, really hot. One of the best rivalries in the league, I guess we could say, between the Sioux Falls Stampede and the Sioux City Musketeers. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Ronnie Vadine with you all here this evening. Well, I don't know if those are Sioux Falls fans down there or not, but yeah, normally they would all be here, and there would be a lot of them, but I've only seen maybe 5 or 6, and there's usually about 20 or 25 show up. So I know there's a big concert going on in Sioux Falls tonight, so let's hope they didn't. Let's hope they all just kind of went away. But Eric Church, I guess, is the performer, unless they just found seats somewhere else, which hopefully that is the case. But yeah. We were going to do a little bit of a different look for the pregame show here tonight. What we would do is that obviously the intro would still kind of be going on right now, and then we'd go into this little spiel. It wouldn't be a long one, and then we'd go immediately to break for 4 minutes. But tonight what I was going to do is that I was just going to talk and talk and talk for about 8 minutes, and then do all 6 minutes worth of commercials in our pregame all at once with a little local RVN news update in between. That would be like 30 seconds or whatever. But even on mobile data, the internet is still not cooperating with me here in the arena. So yeah, we're just going to kind of do our best until then. As long as we're on time, then I think we're good. We're good to go. So yeah, luckily enough, we're pre-taping this. So. But yeah, anyway, this is Sioux City's only game this weekend. We'll kind of get to that here shortly, but going to Sioux Falls here, since they are the away team, Sioux Falls, they come into tonight after, well, they played Green Bay last night. It's kind of funny because they play Green Bay tonight, and there's a concert at the Denny Sanford tonight, and then they, I don't know who planned this out, but then Green Bay playing Sioux Falls again once tomorrow night. So it's just kind of funny how the schedule works out sometimes, isn't it? But they did get a big victory last night. 6-3 was the final score in that one. They played really well. Well, it was a hard-fought game by both teams, but Sioux Falls' offense was just a little more powerful than than Green Bay's was. So yeah, Sioux City, they come in after a successful weekend last weekend. They did get 3 out of 4 points with the overtime loss against Tri-City. Yeah, Sioux City, they just didn't play their best game of the night on Friday night. And even Coach Kersner said we deserved to get 5 goals scored against us in that game. So, yeah, but that's the way it happens sometimes. But against 2 tough teams in the West, Sioux City said, well, Jason Kersner said, they'll take 3 out of 4 any day of the week against both of those teams. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So right now they're doing obviously they do the pregame talk with Coach Kersner. But the way they got, I don't know what's going on. The lighting is just all over the place down there. I'll just say that. And it's showing on the camera too. It's blue instead of, well, it was gold, but now they got it blue. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi tonight, well, the internet in general, because normally then I would have to sign in. So, like, I'm connected, and I'm talking about my new phone here. I'm connected, but, like, it's not. Usually there's a little message popping up, say, like, oh, you agree to this, that, and the other thing. You hit agree and then connect, and then boom, you're there. So, but I don't know. It's taken me, it's been like a half an hour progress. So I don't know. Some things sometimes. Boy, I hope those Sioux Falls fans, because there's usually about 12 of them, a dozen of them, right next to the tunnel. And usually they'd be here by now. I don't know where they're at, so they must not be coming. Thank God. Makes my life a whole lot easier, that's for sure. But yeah, all I care about is whether or not they win or lose. That's, well, Sioux City too. But yeah, we're gonna pause right now, and actually no, we won't. We'll be on here. Normally we would, well, I guess we could probably look that up. Sioux Falls' starting lineups for tonight. I do know Waylon Esch, he was listed as inactive on the USHL website, but he's going to be the starter tonight for Sioux Falls, so that's kind of interesting. Let's see, let's figure out the rest of the starting lineup for Sioux Falls. Let's see, well, one name that immediately pops to my face, Joe McGraw, he'll be at center. Let's see here. Tommy Holtby will be at right wing. Then Christian Chuha will be at left wing. He's new to the team, I guess. He might have played last night, I don't know. Nor do I really care all that much. But yeah, so those are your forwards. And then in terms of defensemen, at left defense, Noah Manusal. And then Marcus Jacobson at right wing. So yeah. Ooh, I could. No, I ain't doing that. Forget this network. Nope. Okay, anyway. Too focused on getting connected so that, you know, we can have some fun tonight. But, yeah. Sioux City, we'll run down their line chart here. First line, Dallas View, William Tomko and Elias Vatne. Second line, Luke Gary, Gavin Gary, and Kyle O'Leary. Third line, Daniil Booten, Aiden Dyer, and Trey Jeffress. And then Lenny Geiger, Pavel Martineau, and Dallas Potter. And the extra forward tonight is Travis Poliski. Defensemen for Sioux City go like this. The first line, Shane Golden, Daniel D'Alessandro. Second line, Ryan Poyer and Mason Stanger. Third line, Gavin Carr and Christian Lyons. And then the backup tonight will be Jack Bickthorne. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Well, at least for one team it is. Okay. We'll forget the network again. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn it back on. Public networks. Ooh, I could connect onto Mandy's iPhone. Do I want to do that, though? I don't think I do, but... Well, I need a password anyway, so that wouldn't work. Oh, some things, I tell you, some things. Oh, scratches. I didn't even mention scratches. For Sioux Falls, Brent Solomon, Jake Marins, Juho Kainanen, and Jake Prunty. Losing Prunty and Solomon's going to be two big losses for Sioux Falls. So, yeah, hopefully, I don't know what's going on there, nor do I really care. For Sioux City, Max Anderson and Derek Olson. We knew about Anderson not playing tonight. I'm surprised Derek Olson, he got suspended too, I guess. Then a healthy scratch, Dakota Bailey. So, yeah, I don't know why this isn't cooperating. This gets annoying after a while, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, well, my data is working, so that's good. Or mobile data, whatever. Well, it's going quite slow, I will say. Well, I couldn't even hardly pull up YouTube. That was taking forever to load. Like it's doing right now. Oh, God, here's 2 Stampede fans. Bitches. Saying the quiet part out loud, obviously, but, yeah, well, oh, shoot, and I forgot to write down the stats for Sioux Falls. Their power play, goals against, things like that. So we'll do that right now. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do the math now. Sioux Falls, they score 3.97 goals a game, and they give up 3.02. So they like to keep things close, that's for sure. For Sioux City, they give up they score 3.6 goals a game, excuse me, and then they give up 3.76 goals a game. Special teams, we'll look at that. Power play, Sioux City third in the league, 25%. No real shocker there. Tied for third, I should say. And then Sioux Falls, not too far behind them, 23.4%. That is fifth in the league. In terms of the penalty kill, well, that's good. Sioux Falls is down at the bottom, but Sioux City, 78%. That is 10th. Oh, God, here they come. Then Sioux Falls, 77.1%. That's 13th in the league. I don't know what took them so long, but... Anyway, well, that works. Trying to pull up the commercials. Maybe we can play some before... Although there doesn't look to be as many of them as there usually are, so I don't know if that's good or not, but maybe they're just slow. Hopefully they are. Yeah, there's usually, like I said, about a dozen of them, 12, 15 of them, but there's only, I think I counted 7. At least the group that sits down in 104, right by the locker room. That doesn't take into account, whatever other Sioux Falls fans are in the building, which they're sometimes, some games, they are scattered across the arena, but mainly they sit, and I don't know why you want to sit down low when you could sit up here on the concourse with me. Got the best view in the house. I mean, it really is something, I'll tell you that much. But now they're playing the Hit the Ice video. Yeah, they have Eric Church in Sioux Falls playing tonight, so that might be where some of them are. I don't know. So I always keep saying I'm going to bring my cowbell to one of these Sioux Falls games, but I never do. I always forget it. Well, now it's locked up in storage, so I kind of can't. At least not right now, so. Yeah. They just showed the goalie fight from earlier this year up on the board. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. I don't think the commercials, though, will be playing at like a fast tempo like this is music. Like, no, it's not. Okay. Now I gotta find where I was. Pontiac GTO. That's the last commercial we aired from 1970. Believe that? Oops, I lost it. Uh-oh, somebody got a whistle. Who got a whistle? That's the next question. I remember one time I brought a whistle into the arena, and I kind of wanted to blow it at random points, but my parents were like, no, you can't do that. So every time they scored, I blew it. And you know what? That was okay. So, yeah, I got away with it. I got away with a lot of things here. I'll just tell you that right now, but... Okay, well, we got our commercials locked and loaded when we need them. We'll just say that. Well, the Zebras have just hit the ice. They'll get booed eventually here. Don't worry about that. Now we got the guys with the flags out there. Of course, it's the same spiel. I guess I'll tell you again. Say it's hockey time in Sioux City. Two of them do. Rest of them have the 2010s Musketeers logo on them. We'll just say that. We'll call it that. Uh-oh. Well, here comes Sioux City out onto the ice. They got the dark New Year's Eve jerseys on tonight, so that'll be a lot of fun. Of course, we missed that New Year's Eve, and then they had them on one game. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was during the Chicago series they wore them, but yeah, well, coming up, starting lineup for Sioux City. We'll have the national anthem and that last-minute little pregame notes before it'll be puck drop. So, yeah, let's have a great game and have a great night. We deserve a win right now. Up and see, now we just went off the internet on this phone, which is always just so great. So I'll work on that here while we got the lineup, things like that.
And now it's time for the Fremont Tire starting lineup for your Sioux City Musketeers. At left wing, number 27, Lane Geiger. At center, number 16, Pavel Martinu. At right wing, from Macomb, Michigan, number 37, Travis Paluski. Your left defenseman from Salem, New Hampshire, number 22, Ryan Poirier. And your right defenseman from Maplewood, Minnesota, number 43, Mason Stanger. You're going for tonight from Framingham, Massachusetts, number 31, Ryder Shea. Your Musketeers are coached by Jason Kirkman, General Manager Sean Clark, Associate Head Coach Alex Roll, Assistant Coach Jared Kirkman, Goaltending Coach Shane Clifford, Hockey Analyst Zach Namath, Athletic Trainer Eric Eibel, and Equipment Manager is Zach Peterson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the ice as tonight's national anthem is performed by your very own game night manager, Trey Van Person.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for Trey.
Okay, we are ready to go now. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups.
Delivering tonight's first
Or, well, starting goaltenders, rather. We already did the lineups. For Sioux Falls, Waylon Esch, 5-4-1-0 on the year, a 3.41 goals against average and a .871 save percentage. For Sioux City, Ryder Shea, 9-2-0-0, 3.06 goals against and a .902 save percentage. No shutout, but he does have 25 minutes of penalties. So there you go. It's Fagan. Fagan is, oh God, we got the worst referee in the league tonight. You better hope we do well. Hopefully the other guy will bail us out of jail. Martineau will take the draw. But somebody, who knows who, but it's Joey McGraw. That's who it is. And of course it's Fagan who's freaking dropping the puck, so we have a delay on that. There we go. Finally. Rough and underway. Finally, they get it out of the circle. Martineau wins the draw. Puck is taken there by Stanger. It stays in the neutral zone. Take it back the other way here. Chuha. My dude, what would we do without him? McGraw with it, playing in his second USHL game officially. McGraw has trouble with it down there in the circle, picked up there. Here's Manusal, fires one, and it's way up high and out of play. Couldn't get IP address, that's a new one. Uh-oh, we might be getting somewhere, at least on this phone. Connected without internet. Well, let's sign in. Maybe it won't even do that. Face-off's one. Here's Manusal with it. Pass across there. Marcus Jacobson. Shotty. Oh, nope, they wave it off. They wave it off. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. They waved it off. High stick, I bet. I bet you $1 million. It's either that or interference. I think it's interference. Oh, yeah, their coach is mad. Ryan Crothers over there on the bench. Now they're talking with Kersner. He doesn't care just as long as the goal's disallowed. Looks like they'll make an announcement and maybe review this. So Sioux Falls is challenging. I think goalie interference would be the only way. Because Shea was dragged out of the crease. He would just be on who did it. I mean, who doesn't like a classic game of who done it? I mean, oh wow, we're on the Wi-Fi. Yay us! Finally, it's cooperating. Although we're down 6 minutes on commercials, which means the revenue is not going to be good from tonight, but that's okay. We'll take those 6 minutes and throw them on to tomorrow, or unless we do like a commercial break after every intermission, but well, after both intermissions, I should say. All right, they're taking a good long look at this, too. All right, just 34 seconds into this one, too, as well. Yeah. Put the refs on the kiss cam. Yeah, well, actually, I could go to the stream and look. See for myself. Well, it wouldn't be me unless the Wi-Fi's slow, though, so maybe we might not be able to do that. You know what they usually do in situations like this? They take forever and ever and ever and get the call wrong. How much do we want to bet that that happens right here? Oh, and now we've lost the Wi-Fi. Would you please take me home? Yeah. Boy, this is a couple minutes too long. 2 or 3 minutes now. My goodness. Like I said, we got Fagan in, which, if you ask anybody in the league, they would say he's the worst ref, so I... Fans trying to put the bunny ears on one of them. Oh, they got him on there now. Well, now they just did the buzzer, so I... Hey, yeah. Yeah, what is going on? That's my next question. Maybe I slammed my papers too early here. Let's see. Well, now they're discussing it with the scores table. And one of them mouthed timeout, so I'm assuming this is coming back and Sioux Falls is going to lose a timeout.
After the video review, the call on the ice was overturned. There was no goalie interference.
Whoa, hold up. What did I tell you? They review it for so long and then make the wrong call. But at least there's only 6 or 7 of those Sioux Falls fans, not like 12 or 13 like there usually are. So there's less of them to work with. I guess the challenge would work. I don't know who the goal's going to, nor do I really care that much, but... Never a dull moment around here, and here's Jeffress with it. Pass across off the skate of Aiden Dyer. Here comes Sioux Falls back the other way, 2-on-2. It's Cooper Soller. Soller down there in the corner behind the net. D'Alessandro takes it. D'Alessandro around the boards. Feeds it around the glass. Into the hands to Neil Putin out towards center. Here's Aiden Dyer with it. Dyer pass out in front. Jeffress takes a shot, save made by Esch. Here's a pass for Soller out there in front. Could not connect with Anthony Bongo. In the circle, Soller. No. What took you so long to say it? My goodness. Here's Betzold with it. Usually they're on it right away, but they're in a bit of a delay tonight. Oh, that's a hand pass. I get what Matthew Grimes was trying to do, but that's not going to work, I'm afraid. Face-off will come in front of the penalty box across from the Musketeers bench. Tomko and I want to say Brock Schultz, yes. 28 versus 28 at the face-off. Why won't my pens go down? Here's Poyer with it. There now Vatne. Vatne intercepted there by Grimes. Grimes off the boards. Taken back, though, by Stenger. Stenger through the legs of Grimes. He got tripped up. Of course, they're not going to call that, because why would they? Common sense would, obviously take over there. Jans can't even get a handle on the puck. He was acquired from Lincoln. And he does something dumb like that and screws over his own team. Puck sent off the glass, tipped out towards center. Jans was there, but Cooper Soller thought he was going to get on a breakaway, but Poyer read him nicely, like a book. A good novel. Zoko with it. Zoko back behind the net. There, J.J. Montiero. Montiero around the boards. There now, Macrina, boy. Montiero got laid out in the corner, as he should, by Stenger. Now here's Tomko with it. Tomko, at least I'm assuming that was Stenger. He came from that direction. Manusau can't even handle the puck, and he's forced back behind the net. Manusau adds it on in there. Marcus Jacobson kept in. Here's Gavin Gary's shot, blocked by Esch, and into section 114. It's called delay a game. At least you can call that, but... Face-off will come to the left of Esch. Let's see, we got Thomas Zoko and Kyle O'Leary at the draw. We have the 2 Garys and 1 O'Leary line out there. Here's Christian Lyons. Oh, who cares? Yeah, who cares? I don't care. Oh, Luke Gary is banged up against the boards. It's not very nice, although he gets his revenge on Monteiro. Here's Monteiro up the left side. Monteiro, oh, he gets tripped up. They'll call that, though. You know they will. Oh, get up. You only got tripped. Faker Macrina. Faker's his first name. His real name's Joey. My God, he's so tiny. I'm taller than Macrina is. He's 5'5". He's staying out on the ice. I don't think he should, but yeah, just tripped. No. Well, whatever it is, it should only go for 2 and not for any more, or else I swear to God if it does. Kneeing. Normally that's 5 minutes, but Sioux City's catching a break for it only being 2, and of course their coach is complaining. Their coach is complaining. Is he going to challenge that now? I bet you $1 million he's going to challenge that too. Oh, they're going to review that too. I freaking told you. I told you they were going to review that. Oh, dear Lord. Just take the 2. My goodness. Macrina wasn't even hurt. He's still on the ice. Basically blew by his athletic trainer, so clearly that didn't hurt him as much as he was, you know. He was like, oh, I hurt. Someone come save me. Like, shut the hell up. Come on, grow up. Yeah, Macrina, 5'5" and a quarter and 156 pounds. He is the second lightest player on the team, so that's all right. He can eat a couple of hamburgers, and if he would have ate a couple of more hamburgers, that wouldn't have hurt him as much, but don't worry, I'm a big guy myself, so I can make jokes like that. Yeah, he's the third. Well, when we include defensemen, he's the third lightest weight. I think Macrina's got lucky that he just got kneed and not, you know, not into a fight, because he would have been dropped like a bad habit, or like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend you don't like, who's just too toxic for your liking. Well, they're taking another long review. So that means they'll probably get the call wrong again. And of course, it's Luke Gary too. So take out the guy who's 4th in the league in points, might as well. Tied for 4th, I should say. So they gave him the major, and it gave misconduct. Wow. Wow. He got up. If he was hurt, I would have understood that, but he wasn't hurt. He got back up. Sure, it took him a minute. Probably got the air knocked out of him, which fine, but my God. He might have faked that a little bit too. Thought he was good at gymnastics. Well, the Winter Olympics are going on, not the Summer Olympics. So please, if we want to go there, we'll go there. But Sioux City on penalty kill, they're one of the best in the league for a reason on that. They killed off a 5-minuter last week, so there you go. And they immediately cleared it down ice, so there you go. Well, yeah, of course he does. He's the worst ref in the league. We already mentioned that. Here's Renkowski with it. Guy you want out there on the power play. Remember, Sioux Falls' power play's 5th in the whole entire league. Here's Renkowski with it. Renkowski tipped by Soller into the netting and out of play. Already half a minute and a couple of extra seconds killed off here. Hey, that's what, about 10, 11% of the power, or of Sioux Falls power play killed off. I mean, that works. Face-off will come to the right of Ryder Shea. Omen and Dyer at the draw. Face-off's won. Here's Macrina. See, yeah, he's back on the ice and he's skating just fine. That's no 5 minutes for that, please. Not in this lifetime. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold. Well, that would be helpful. And Sioux Falls can score as many goals as they want to on here, if they would like. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold shot blocked. I think by Macrina and into the netting and out of play. You didn't feel that one, though. Imagine that.
Fans delay goals and free ice cream. Sign up on table above section 106 for a chance to win a free small ice cream from Scoops tonight, courtesy of the Western Island Dairy Lights. Every time the Musketeers score in the second period, you'll make 2 lucky fans to win a small Scoops ice cream at their concession stand on section 102.
Face-off will come to the left of Shea. Face-off's won by Sioux City, and Trey Jeffers immediately clears it down ice. Waylon Esch will handle this one. Yeah, he is. We've heard that before. Here's Betzold with it up the left side. Betzold feeds it on over to Aiden Jans. Jans, he's taken down there by Steger. Boy, and Fagan almost blew the whistle, too, on that one. So, we lucked out there. Here's Betzold with it back there for Macrina. No, we can't afford to go 5-on-3 right now. Here's Omen with it, or really, in general, take any penalties. O'Leary clears it down ice. Here's Browdy with it. Browdy out towards center, feeds it back in for Zoko. Zoko up the left side there, Montiero. There's Browdy. Now Montiero with it. Montiero shot, he scores. Wow. Just wow. Well, just like that, 2-0, 5.5 minutes into this one. Face-off's won. There's Christian Lyons with it. I mean, yeah, that's 2 goals on 2 shots now on Ryder Shea. I mean, Sioux City, they haven't played bad to start out, I think. They just need to, but they're not generating much offense either. Well, at least not all that power play, we'll say that. Up until then, they were a little bit, but here's a shot got blocked by his own guy. Montiero fanned on the shot, fanned on it a second time, fanned on it a third time. Now here's Dyer taking it back the other way, and he is pissed too. Montiero, he just slammed his stick in disgust, and I love it. Boy, they're awfully slow in updating the goals here. There was a shot that went wide from Trey Jeffers. He's deadly while shorthanded. Ooh, Jeffers skated around a couple of defenders. Here's Jeffers' shot save. Esch. Dyer couldn't get the rebound, although I don't know how much of a chance that would have ended up in the back of the net, but there's Montiero with it. And D'Alessandro clears it off the boards and down ice. Yeah, Sioux City, they're not doing bad, but that little bit of offense they generated, they got to do that a few more times and have the pucks get into the back of the net. Betzold shot stopped by Ryder Shea, and it's cleared down ice. See, that's nice, you know, clearing it down ice, but like I said, got to generate some offense too. That would help. Although Sioux City, like I said, a couple of good chances to start out. Here's Macrina, feeds it on for Browdy. Browdy down there, Jans. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold in there, Jans. Jans. Oldman couldn't handle a pass to save his life, I know that. Here's Browdy taking this one. Browdy out toward center there for Omen. Spun around a defender. That was Gavin Carr, but then he lost control of the puck. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold Feeds it on up back there for Bongo. There for Omen. Omen. Front Macrina just went wide. And had no chance of going into the net. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold. Down there, Aiden Jans behind the net. Lyons is there too. Jans is basically pushing Lyons aside. Way to go, you dummy. It's cleared down ice. Oh, and Macrina got hit once again. And then V ran into him on accident. Boy, Macrina's had a rough start to this game, as he should, but... Oh, who cares? Oh, so it got tipped, that's why. And they score again! It's Zoko! Shea's going to get pulled. I think he has to. Put Fickthorn in. Boy, if that goal hadn't accounted and that penalty not taken place, be a totally different hockey game right now, I think. Mind you, Sioux Falls played last night against a very good Green Bay squad. So I don't even know. Oh, Poliski was in there serving the penalty for him. He's out. Gavin Gary there in front. Here's O'Leary back for Gavin Gary. Tipped out there in front in the corner. Gould sends it out towards center, and now here comes Chuha with it. Chuha saved by Shea. Rebounded, gets in! Boy, Shea had it and batted it in. Jerry's got to pull out. There you go. Fickthorn comes in for Ryder Shea. 4 goals on 4 shots. Boy, that's 4 goals in the first 8:44.
Now in net for Sioux City, number 32, Jack Fickthorn.
Yeah, he's trying to explain himself to the coaches, but they're ignoring him. Well, now Kersey might be yelling something at him. I don't know what, but puck will be sent down behind the net of Fickthorn. Here's D'Alessandro with it. View. Picked up there by Tomko up the left side. Tomko. Yeah, we'll give you 5. Oh, we got Fickthorn in there now, so hopefully. Yeah, Shea, you did so well against Lincoln, but now he's having an off night. I guess. I don't know. Man, tonight's the worst night to have an off night if you're Sioux City. That's just being honest right there. Here's Gould with it. Gould. Feeds it out towards center there for Carr. Now Dallas View with it. Boy, off-ice officials are... Here's Booten with it. Oh, he got tripped up. No penalty there. Exactly. Here's Martineau in on Esch. Was stopped by Esch. They've recorded no shots on the board for Esch. Well, from Sioux City on Esch. Had at least a couple. I don't know what's... I'm telling you, though, our off-ice officials are rooting against us. I've got proof of that. Betzold feeds it back behind the net. Here's Stenger with it. Now Booten. It should be league officials instead of, or well, I'm sure they were hired by the league, but it shouldn't be locals. Macrina with it. Macrina spins around a defender and then got sandwiched. Here's Browdy. Save Fickthorn. Finally, we got a save. Here's Potter with it. Potter picked up there. Poliski at the blue line. Potter Zoko battling for it. Into the hands here of Stanger. Out towards center. Dyer sends it down into the corner. Browdy takes this one behind the net out towards center. Here's Zoko and Macrina. Stopped by Fickthorn. Rebound loose and it's cleared. There we go. Now the crowd has something to cheer about, and the Sioux Falls fans are just sitting there silent. 8:47 left to go in the first period. We won't go to a commercial necessarily, just because I don't trust my phone with the internet, but we'll be back in a minute. Face-offs one. Taken down there, McCraw. Now Luke Gary, take it back the other way. Vatne with it. Vatne tripped up. Penalty is coming up. There you go. So Sioux City's going to have the power play, and it's Manusau going into the box. Welcome back, everybody. We had to cut our commercial 30 seconds short there, but that's okay. Finally, they call something good. Okay, we'll take the other 30-second break. We'll be back.
Who am I standing here with?
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan. What we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. You already got the t-shirt there. You got out with the mark for it. We're going to play our Cruz Crazy question. Dr. Cruz is going to pop up on that big Jumbotron. He's going to ask you a question. You're going to answer it, and if you get it right, you're going to get to keep the t-shirt. If you get it wrong, I'm going to take you back.
Your Crazy Cruise question is, what is the cushion that's between each vertebrae?
Is it A, spinal cord, B, facet joints, C, nerves, or D, disc? Is it D?
If you said D, disc, you're correct.
Alright, looks like you're gonna take that Cruz t-shirt home. Let's make some noise for him, guys. And can you give me a big loud let's go Muskies?
Let's go, Muskies!
Welcome back, everybody. 8:35 left to go in the first period. Well, Sioux Falls up 4-0, as you know. As you can tell by my mood. Face-off will come to the left of Ash. Face-offs one, so now we only need to air 5.5 minutes worth of commercials. Good. Face-offs one. Here's Gavin Gary with it. Sioux City has a power play, and here's Zoko back the other way, short-handed. Now, he was on the break, but Dallas View was in there for the block. Here's O'Leary with it. On over to Tomko. Tomko in, shot save, Ash, rebound, loose in front, and he's got it covered up. Oh, we got extras after. Uh-oh, I guess Sioux Falls got mad about something. I don't know what, but they have no right to get upset when they're in the lead, especially by as big of a margin as they have it by 4-0. If they don't count a couple of those recorded shots, we really should have, well, Sioux Falls has 4. We should be about there. But no, our off-ice officials aren't just going to count. They're not going to count any. Fire them, for God's sake. View there for Gavin Gary in front. Save made by Ush. Rebound picked up there by Joey Macrina. Cleared down ice. Here's Fickthorn with it. Fickthorn picked up there by Shane Gould. Gould out towards center. Gould feeds it on over Kyle O'Leary. Intercepted. Here's Schultz. Feeds it on over McGraw. Fanned on it. Now it's View. Picked up there by O'Leary. Here's O'Leary up the right side. A minute left to go on the power play. Tomko in there. Leary pass across. Fanning on the shot was Shane Gould. Perfect opportunity there, I gotta say. Uh-oh. McGraw got tied up there with the, well, is that Tomko? Either way, not good. Here's Gould with it. Gould feeds it on over to Dallas View. View at center. View tipped. Wow, it was knocked It went into the Sioux Falls bench, but then Jack Browdy kind of knocked it back on. A hand pass, they would normally call that, but I guess it doesn't count when you're on the bench, so. It does count, though, for it being out of play, so. Okay, 26-12-9. See, Sioux Falls has scored so many goals, I can't even figure out who got who. Shot save, rebound! Did Ash make the stop? My goodness. Holy hell if he did, I know that. Maybe just went a little wide, one of the two. Here's View with it. View got knocked down. No penalty there. Why? Why? Should be asking why there isn't a penalty anymore. Here's Stanger, feeds it on back. Jeffress picked up there for Stanger. Here's Vatne with it. Vatne, okay. So that, who cares? Heard that shtick before. Stanger with it, down there in the corner. Feeds it on Manusau with it. Manusau picked up there by Thomas Zoko. Zoko out towards center. Zoko popped up into the air. Gavin Carr. Here's Cooper Soller with it. Now here's Omen. Omen in front. Betzold off the post and into the net. It's 5-0. $13.51. Face-offs won. I'm literally going to lose my mind here any minute, if I'm being honest. Here's Carr with it. Just like, yeah. Here's Carr with it. Carr. Offsides. Well, we know Betzold got that one, and that's... Who knows what that is for? That's 11, so. Oh, Christian Shuhai got that one, I guess. The fourth one. Yippee, let's go. Yeah, we need to go. Come on now. Holy crap. Face-off will come in front of the penalty box across from the Musketeers bench. Face-off's one here. Sorensen with it. Sorensen sends it off the boards down into the corner. This should go for icing, and it does. Face-off will come to the left of Waylon Nash. Face-off's one, puck will roll into the corner. Sent off the glass towards the blue line, D'Alessandro. Here's Vatne with it. Shot just got tipped and wide. D'Alessandro takes this one. D'Alessandro. Long toss tip there by Gavin Gary into the hands of Waylon Nash. Ash into the circle there for Aiden Jans. Jans with it behind the net there for Grimes. Here's Jans. Picked up Brock Schultz. This will roll off the boards, and this will go for icing. Yeah, it only has counted 5 goals on 5 shots for Sioux Falls. And 0 shots, period, for Sioux City. I know, I think we can probably, well, I would say we could probably double that, but 0 times 0 is 0, so I don't think that's going to help us any. We should probably have about 5, but that's just me, personally. But, you know, what do I know? Quite a lot, that's for sure. Puck sent into the hands of Jans. Jans, nice block there by Poyer. See, yeah, Sioux City, they haven't been playing bad necessarily. It's just, here's Jefferson front, got blocked in wide. Here's Tomko with it in the corner. Jeffress sends it off the boards there for View. View out there in front, Grimes. Here's Jans with it. Picked up by William Tomko. Here's Tomko with it in the circle. There's Jeffress. He gets laid out. Nothing called. Because, you know, we can knock down star players and just not get in trouble for it, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I really don't. Martineau picked up there by Lyons. Popped up into the air. Martineau there for Booten. Booten. Puck sent off the boards towards center. Here's Carr in front, picked up there Montiero. Montiero sends it out towards center ice. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Here's Lyons with it. Lyons in the corner, picked up Montiero out there in front. Manusau. Here's Macrina with it in the circle. Macrina out there. Manusau again. Now it's Daniil Booten with it back the other way. Booten picked up there by Martineau. He lays out a guy but lost control of the puck. Here's Montiero with it on a 3-on-2. Montiero blocked D'Alessandro. Here's Zoko with it in front. Now Jacobson. Little deflection by Booten and into the corner. Booten sent out towards center. Dyer now taken up by Betzold. Here's Betzold with it. Betzold at center. Rolls up the left side there for Montiero. Oh, yeah. Geiger gave him a couple of nice cross checks there. Well, sometimes you deserve those things. Here's Gold with it now. Gold. Sent into the corner. Picked up Manusau. Manusau in front. Oh, Geiger couldn't get a second opportunity on that one. But that was close. Jacobson with it behind the net. Jacobson. Poliski. Here's that Potter. Something like that. Renkowski. Behind the net there, D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro in the circle in the corner. D'Alessandro on out for Shane Gold towards the blue line. Gold spins around a guy. That was Betzold, and he just has to throw it into the corner. Taken back by Renkowski. Here's Renkowski, and shot hit the post. No, that didn't go in. No, it didn't. They'll review it, but that one's coming back. Ooh, that might.
Plays under review to see if the goal or puck crossed the goal line.
All right, that was a lot closer than it thought it was. Looking at the first replay, I would say no on that, but I was wrong about the first one, so there you go.
We're happy to provide our fans with first time contact instant replay.
I think it just clipped the inside of the bar. But, I mean, I saw the net. It did move a little bit, but this might be our best look. Slow-mo like I'm talking right now. Nope. Good try. Sioux Falls, it was a good try, but that's not going to count. And I'm not going to allow him to run up the score either, so. Boy. They're really looking at these reviews. I mean, I understand why they're doing that, but that shouldn't, this review shouldn't have taken as long as it has.
After video review, the puck did not cross the goal line.
There you go. Finally, he got one right. About time he got one right. Or to a bridge. Yeah, well, Sioux Falls might have on that one, but 2:01 left to go here in this first. 5-0 Sioux City leads. I don't care. I love it. And they weren't complaining about this one like they did the first one. Well, as they did a lot in the first 5 minutes, even though they had the lead. They still have the lead now, but they didn't complain. You get my point. Back to the game. McGraw down there in the circle. Exactly. There you go. Picked up Tommy Holpe. Puck pokes free behind the net. There's Poyer. Here's Poyer. Picked up there by Wade Weil in the corner. Weil. Poyer. Picked up Stenger. Stenger there for Vatne with it. Vatne feeds it back behind the net. There's Poyer. Poked up there by Chuha. McGraw with it. Out in front, there's a shot save made. Victor Grimes scores. Jesus Christ. Well, now do you throw Shea back in? Because we've seen that before. All you can do really is just laugh at this point. Sioux Falls is just running up the score. It was 4-0, and then all hell decided to break loose, you know. Face-offs won. Here's Bongo with it. Bongo picked up there by Browdy. Browdy on Omen. Omen pass across, shot save. Victor, and he covers it up. Boy. Gronkowski will take the draw with Tomko. Tomko wins the draw. Here's Omen with it. Omen at the blue line, picked up there for Betzold. Here's Gronkowski. Shot saved by Victor. Somebody yelled, let's get some defense. Well, the defense was there, but I think that penalty to Luke Gary and probably the goal that was allowed in the first, I'm sure that probably contributed to the team just feeling down. I mean, it's things like that. And Kersner said last week, or well, he said Tuesday night during the coaches show last Friday when they were up 5-3 with what was that, 4 minutes left to go in Tri-City. They just can't. Gronkowski scores. Jesus. 7-0. Wow. I'm in shock. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh my, and there's people leaving this arena here. Holy smokes, face-offs won. Here's Cooper Soller with it. Soller off the boards. Down into the corner here for Shane Gold. Gold. Honestly, at this point, it's probably, you know, my wish is my command. Puck will roll down into the corner. Here's Manusau with it. Manusau. Off the boards towards the blue line. Boy, I have not seen a performance like this from Sioux City in so long. So long. Schultz wide. And boy, that's the end of the first. Not soon enough for Sioux City, I'll tell you that much. I can't even imagine what the comments are like. Oh, what they're gonna be like, I should say. Yeah, that is just, I can't believe it. But we'll push on here. Well, we're not going to recap that first.
That last Sioux Falls goal scored by number 24.
No, who cares? Ferenkowski, that's his, I can't even read that, 28th on the year. Alrighty, well, I think we just lost that. Browsing data. Ooh, well, it's all USHL stuff, obviously. Okay. Chicago leads 2-1 over Michigan right now. Could be worse, I'll tell you that much. Youngstown leads 1-0 over Lincoln at the end of one. Waterloo leads Fargo 1-0 at the end of one. Des Moines leads Omaha 3-1 at the end of one. Cedar Rapids is at Dubuque. That game's tied up at 0 at the end of the first. And then Madison leads Tri-City 2-0. That's at the end of the first. NBA scores on this Friday night. Heat at, well, no, those games have already started, I'm assuming. Yeah, Heat lead the Celtics 59-38 at halftime. Pistons lead the Knicks 63-42 at the half. The Bucks lead the Pacers 37-36 with 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. Timberwolves lead the Pelicans 50-45 with 5:27 left to go in the second. Coming up at 10 Eastern time, Memphis is at Portland. And then the Clippers are at the Kings at 10 Eastern. And it's college hoops. Oh, that game started. St. John's leads UConn 30. Well, I'll make that 32-30 with 2:46 left to go in the first. Women's college hoops, I believe there's only one game on here as well. Princeton leads Pennsylvania 20. Oh, well, nope, that's the final. 69-50. There you go. Just got to update something. Let's see, Winter Olympics. Well, we'll start out curling. Obviously, today was the opening ceremonies, although they've had events the last couple of days. And curling, Great Britain, preliminaries, mixed doubles. Britain took South Korea 8-2. Well, they won. Norway beat Sweden 9-0. Italy beat Estonia 7-4. And then U.S. beat Czech 8-1. Yay. Ooh, figure skating. I didn't know they had that today. Those are your results there. And then ice hockey, Switzerland beat Czech 4-3. And then Japan beat France 3-2. Well, 7-0. Sioux Falls leads at the end of one. I wish it was Sioux City, but my goodness. About one of the worst performances I've seen from Sioux City, that's for sure. Well, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Second period coming up.